This particular video is going to give you the capacity to be able to determine the percent composition of a specific substance within a compound. You guys should already know what percent composition is. If not, stop this video, go look up that definition and basic equation so that you can use this information to solve this problem. We'll just go ahead and start out working with the problem by looking at the one that would be given. You'd be given something like this from a textbook or from a lab situation. But when we read this, we have up above here, we have a 6.0 gram sample of a compound was analyzed and found to contain 2.36 grams of sodium. What is the percent composition of sodium in that particular compound? Okay, so like any other problem, we would write down a given, we would write down an unknown, and we'd write down a basic equation or pathway. Okay, so when we look at this given here, okay, we are given two different things here. We know we've got a 6.00 gram sample of a compound. So the compound itself is 6.00 grams in terms of the total number. Okay, all right, that contains sodium and whatever other substances it might be made of. You also know you have another mass here, which is 2.36 grams of sodium. 2.36 grams of sodium. Okay, all right. Your unknown, when you look at this, your unknown is what is the percent composition of sodium. So that's percent composition of sodium for that particular compound. Okay, so when we look at that, we have a given and we have an unknown. So okay, we have to go from our given to our unknown. And in this case, it wouldn't be a pathway, it would be a basic equation. Because you know from your textbook on page 305 that percent composition is equal to, let me back this up a little bit. Okay, percent mass of an element, okay, which would be that percent composition, okay, of an element, is equal to the mass of the element divided by the mass of the compound times 100%. Okay, all right. So if we plug in our numbers here, okay, we're going to have 6.0. Gotta back this up, Fred. Get it together. Okay, we're going to have 2.36 because our mass of our element here that we're dealing with is 2.36 grams of sodium, because we want to know the percent composition of sodium here. Okay, we have 2.36 gram of sodium. We've got 6.00 gram of the compound. Okay, and we'll take that times 100%. Okay, now here's what this enables us to do. We can factor out our grams there so that we know we're going to have a percent here of, and if you wanted to get technical, of sodium to compound, although 90% of the time you don't include that. Okay, if we do this math, we're going to come up with 39.3% sodium as it relates to the rest of the compound. So that's how easy this is to do. Okay, now sometimes you're going to say, what's the percent composition of this compound, and they would give you what the other element is. Okay, so you'd have sodium, and in this case actually this other element is chlorine or chloride, and you would find the percent composition of sodium and then the percent composition of chloride. There are other times also where instead of them telling you I've got a 6 gram sample, they're going to say like I've got 2.36 grams of sodium, and then whatever the other mass would be of that other compound, 3.54 grams of, in this case, chloride. So you have different ways of looking at that. Just make sure you're aware of those and can adapt to those based upon what it is you're given, what your unknown is, and then determine what your basic equation or pathway is. And in this case, it is a basic equation. Okay, pretty simple stuff. Good luck.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.